In 2003, Arnold Schwarzenegger becomes the governor of California, and Harley Davidson celebrates their 100-year anniversary. And this here is a 2003 Softail Standard 100 Anniversary Edition. Thanks for watching. I'm Tammy Walker, and this is All Vehicles Great and Small.
In 2003, Harley Davidson celebrated their 100th year anniversary with a 14-month-long production line. They only offered up to 28 models for their celebratory year, including the very media hyped up VRS-CA V-Rod. And Harley Davidson sold almost 300,000 bikes during their anniversary year. The Softail came to fruition by Bill Davis in the mid-1970s. He sold it to Harley in 1982, and then by 1984, the first Softail FXST was offered in the Harley Davidson market. Thank you to our viewer who submitted this 2003 Harley Davidson Softail Standard 100th Year Anniversary Edition. The heart of this beast is a 45-degree air-cooled twin-cam 88B engine. It's rigid mounted to help dampen vibration and belt-driven for smoother ride. This is a 1450 cc or cubic centimeter or an 88 cubic inch engine. And this transmission is a 5-speed. Some of the features include a silver powder-coated engine, black horseshoe oil tanks, bobtail fender, softail suspension with a hardtail styling, hidden horizontal rear shocks, laced wheels, and forward foot controls. Originally, this bike had wide handlebars, but the owners replaced it with aftermarket 14-inch ape hangers. They added the crash bar to the front and the saddlebags. Now, I did read that the seat was a custom seat, but I don't know if this seat is the same custom seat that's offered on this bike. Even though I couldn't find the brand new price on this bike, I did see that the value today can be around the $8,000 to $10,000 range. The original color options were vivid black, gunmetal pearl, luxury blue pearl, luxury rich red pearl, and white pearl. This bike is 95 inches long and weighs 670 pounds or 305 kilograms, and it can hold 5 gallons of fuel.
This is another viewer submission. We're so proud to share this bike, and we're so happy our lady friend was willing to share this with you. We're going to come down to our laced wheel and start here in our little adventure. We have our disc front brakes up to our telescoping shocks, and then this is called the fork. These two parts going up like this to this section, and then we have 14-inch aftermarket ape hangers. We've got our headlight, and we've got our front turn indicators or marker lights. And we'll come over here. This is a crash bar. They also have mustache bars. They're a little bit more angled differently. These are great ideas protecting your feet, and it allows you to put your feet up and rest them more comfortably for long hauls with these front pegs here. And we'll come down to another peg with our shifter, and it's one down, first gear down, neutral, halfway up, and then 2, 3, and so on. I don't know how many gears are in this, but I'm sure I'll find out. Down to our kickstand, because that design. We've got our silver powder coated engine, and we've got, let's see, our little spark plug is probably right in there, goes down and around over here into our coil, and there's the other one right here. We've got a piston in here and a piston in here. They call this the V-twin. We have our choke, and then we have our fuel. So this is on, off, and reserve down to the bottom. We have our belt drive assembly. We have some nice emblems and badges on here. I love how the shifter has this cool design going out like this and then coming down. We come over here to the black horseshoe oil tanks, and you can see this on the other side. There's a great way to charge your battery with a trickle charger. And we've got our buddy pegs here. And then way down here, this is our decorative belt cover. You can see it says Harley Davidson. Our belt's under there. It comes up through here underneath and around on the spoke. This assembly here is what holds our back tire. Come up like that. Well, part of it. There's more sections up through there. We've got some aftermarket saddlebags. These are pretty nice. I believe they call this the bobtail fender. And then we've got our back turn signal and brake lights. Our license plate goes here. Look at this nice big fat tire. And then we've got our back disc brakes. Some more of the saddlebags. I love this seat here. This is really cool. I like this design. This is actually nice. You don't feel like you're going to slip off when you're doing a long ride. The little Harley Davidson design with the wings down to the buddy peg. And then we've got this exhaust system. Vance Himes exhaust system coming down up into this side of our engine and then over here into this side. Our push rods. Here we got our engine block with our pistons on either side. We've got this emblem. It's just our covering for our air cleaner. And then if you look here, we have our oil pressure. And then this is our oil temperature. And this goes right again into that black horseshoe oil tank that comes around. Then, of course, we have the front pegs. This is probably the rear brake. And then the other front peg here. And we'll come up to the top to the handlebars. The oil reservoir for the front brake. Here's our front brake. Come down to the twist grip throttle. To the starter button here. Oh, this is the kill switch, so push that to turn it off. This is the right indicator, so you push this to turn right. Push it again to turn it off. Come over to this side. We've got our horn. There's our horn. Our lights, high beams, low beams, and then our left indicator, on, off. Come down here to the front. Now here we have a false fuel cap, which is actually our fuel indicator. And the fuel cap is on the other side here. We've got our speedometer, and it's got a digital readout for how many miles. So I don't know until we turn that on. And that is definitely the original miles there. 16,498 miles is what I read there. This is our ignition switch, and it's off right now. So you turn this. It's in neutral. Got your oil pressure light. Let's turn that turn signal, and you can see the indicator right there. Turn that off. Let's try the other side. Got it. And this is our high beam. So, okay, the lights are on. Right. There we go. If I just want the lights on or the accessory, I would just turn it this way. Maybe if I had a radio, keep that on. This is a custom ghost flame. created by Dark Vader in Spokane, Washington.
The same artist did the same work on their vehicle, too.
All right, ask cameraman Jeff to talk a little bit about this engine. Jeff, go ahead.
All right, what we have is a V-twin Harley, and what it is you've got a block for the cylinder heads. It's considered a divorced engine. The block and transmission are two separate units. This model is bolted together, and then what connects the two is the belt drive assembly from the crank to the transmission drive shaft.
Thanks for stopping in to All Vehicles Great and Small. Please remember to subscribe and like our channel. It really helps us grow. We have some great vehicles we plan on showing you in the future. It's going to be so much fun. And if you have a vehicle you'd like to share with us, please email it to us at allvehiclesgreatandsmall@gmail.com. And remember to leave any stories or comments down below. We really appreciate it. Let's get this baby going.